This is AV SuperFriends Perspectives, a collection of interviews, discussions, and presentations from conferences, trade shows, and events that just don't fit either of the other two shows. Some are long, some are short, but they'll all have valuable insights, useful information, or just good conversation with thought leaders and subject matter experts. And now, the AV SuperFriends.
Hey folks, it's Jamie here, and I'm back on the show floor at InfoComm 23, and I was taking a walk down one of the aisles, and I found this little small booth, and it's forward-thinking design, right? And I've known about this company from some of their software development and things, but what caught my eye, and I had to stop in and talk to Addison, was the 2110 router. And we're going to get to that, right? But I had to stop and talk to you because anybody that listens to our show knows that I'm a big fan of where SMPTE 2110 can take us, so AS67 and things. Again, we're going to put a pin in that. First of all, tell me a little bit about who you are and about forward-thinking design.
Sure. So my name's Addison Burnside. I'm the mastermind of development for forward-thinking designs.
Is that on your business card?
Really my title. It's on the
Holy crap,
the badge
it is.
and everything.
Mastermind of development.
I'm not the only one with a funky title. We all have fun, unconventional titles.
Tell me the titles.
So
when I apply for a job, what am I getting?
My boss is the chief of big ideas.
Okay.
A lot of our guys are creators. We also have some operation ninjas.
What's an operation ninja?
An operation ninja is someone who keeps track of the team, the schedules, where people need to be when, making all of that happen. We've also got the coin wrangler. We have the commander of stuff who moves product around, make sure that the right products are getting to the right people. So we all have fun, quirky titles.
That's a lot of fun. Now, forward-thinking design is mostly a software company, or primarily a software company.
Yeah, we're really a programming services company.
That's what I was looking for, yeah.
So we started as a QSys programming company 9-ish years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we have grown to offer a lot more services, including design and other programming platforms. But still at our heart, a lot of what we do is QSys programming.
Now, I kind of knew you when you were, more of the software development and things. And then I started getting into QSys. And your plugins started, would appear. I like them. You tell me about some of your more popular plugins.
Sure. So all of our plugins started out of a client's need. None of them we sat around a table and went, what could we make, or what does the market need? All of them were our clients who span from the theme park industry to the cruise ship industry to the corporate experience center type industries. And they all have come to us and said, I have this problem and I need a solution. And so we've said, okay, well, we can make that solution. And you know what? Other people have this problem too. So we're going to package it up. We're going to add some extra features that we think other people might need. And sure enough, that client is happy because they got their need met. And now lots of other people have access to those solutions.
Do you have one that sticks out that you really enjoy? Or that you like this one was slick, this one was cool?
The one that's the most fun to me is called Onboard Player, and it's a GPS tracking plugin because not everybody is taking their QSys core and putting it in their car and driving around with it, but we do. And so you slap a GPS puck on the roof of your car and drive around with your QSys, and you can trigger all sorts of different things based off your GPS position.
So cruise ships, bus companies.
Tour buses, theme park parades.
The zoo, the train at the zoo.
The train tour through the canyon. That one is fun to me because it's not something that you think about when you think QSys.
No, not at all.
I'm going to put it on a train and go do an automated, sightseeing tour.
So is that yours? Did you do that one?
I did not write that one. That one actually one of our developers, Zach Washington, is extremely talented, and he dreams some of these things up on his couch, or we'll talk about them, we'll theorize, and then he'll come back the next day and be like, yeah, I have a proof of concept.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, great, proof of concept, it works. Now let's invest some time into it and add the features, harden it, do all the edge case testing, bug fixes, and put it out into the market. And that was one of those where we had a client who had a need. it was, a year plus out. We talked about it a little bit, and then the next week it existed.
And it was done.
It was done.
Well, that brings me to this one, right? As I walked by, I saw just on your screen here, 2110 router. Now, our listeners know that Mark and I, my co-host, we're big fans of where 2110 might take us. Give me the top overview, just the 10,000-foot view of what this 2110 router can bring me in the QSys environment.
Sure. So this is your routing control. We can do direct API integration with different products. The one we're showing here on the floor is Riedel's MeteorNet IP, but we have NMOS integration and can do anything, and we'll continue to add more products and more suites as different clients need them. But it is your centralized 2110 router controller. And the reason we introduced this is because in this lower tier installation market that's not broadcast, hardcore broadcast, nobody's offering a control system. And this came out of a need. In addition to being a programming company, we also have a design department, and we're starting to see 2110 make it into these, higher end museums, larger house of worship, those types of environments. And nobody's got a control system that prices into those markets.
One of the things I thought was really slick is that you not only just parse the streams and add this big list of INSEs and OUTSEs, it auto-creates control surfaces.
It does. So you can add as many control panels as you need for all of your different workstations. If you're in a broadcast or a church environment where you've got a camera shader position or an instant replay position, maybe a teleprompter position, you can give a different control panel to each of those operators, and you can on the fly adjust which sources and destinations they have access to. And you're limiting their access, not to restrict them, but to give them immediate access to what they need and not what they don't.
And it's a really slick thing, and most of your plugins are. So that's forward-thinking design. Hey, thanks for taking a little bit of time with me.
Absolutely.
And just kind of running through it today.
It's great to meet you and to talk with you.
Thanks, bye.
Well, that wraps up another episode of AV Super Friends Perspectives. If you have a perspective to share, you can contact us with questions, topic ideas, or general complaints at mailbag@avsuperfriends.com.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
The opinions expressed by the AV Super Friends are solely those of the individuals and do not represent their respective institutions, organizations, companies, or clients.